Okay, so the Altro Group was founded in 1919. It's actually a third-generation family business established by my grandfather. And the main business is the manufacture of slip-resistant PVC floor coverings and hygienic PVC wall cladding. Yeah, so to the extent in which international markets are important to us, yes, 50% of our sales comes from our UK turnover and about 50% obviously from overseas markets. Out of that 50%, 80% comes from 6 key markets where we have our own sales and marketing operations. And those markets would be the USA and Canada, Germany, Spain, Sweden, Denmark and Australia. Yes, I think Deloitte were incredibly useful and very, very beneficial to us today, and working with Prashant, Debbie and the team members in terms of really understanding where we want to put our resource. So how much of our resource should go into resource markets and the more mature markets that we're already in, and how much resource we should then put aside for the emerging markets. And for me, you know, the planning process that Deloitte's introduced to us today was incredibly useful. As a chief executive, I need to take that away and make sure I put more resource into that planning process, and particularly that first stage of it, the ambition. So how great is our ambition to be in these emerging markets? Prashant asked me a really good question, which is, you know, so how serious are you about the emerging markets, and how much could you get out of your how much more could you get out of your existing markets? And, you know, I think that's a really good question for me to take away and think about, because certainly in terms of our international markets, we're only really skimming the surface in the emerged markets, if you like, the more mature markets. So I think it's a really interesting question for me to think about, you know, how much resource do I put into the markets we're already in but not maximising, and how much resource I put into the emerging markets.